Hey guys, it's Brian back again, and it is also Slashback Saturday. And the theme that Joe the Horror Man has set for this week is essentially slasher films with the words night or day in the title. And the film I've chosen to review this week is Minutes to Midnight. This was originally a 2018 release. Now, this film was kind of like a wrong turn knockoff, but I was just discovered by looking at the DVD artwork that it has a tagline here that says, "Pray these strangers don't come calling." So it looks like they tried to market this movie as being kind of like a knockoff of the Strangers films instead of like the Wrong Turn films. Now, this film takes place on New Year's Eve, hence the title. And we have a group of employees that work for this ski lodge. And the ski lodge is shut down for the season. And they want to go there and they want to party there for New Year's Eve. At the same time, there's this trio of serial killers that they use the woods as their hunting grounds. And the ski lodge is right in the path of that. This film is a really oddball movie. I want to get into things. Well, first I want to talk about the cast because there's three name actors in this, and for the most part, like I noticed with a lot of like late '70s, early '80s slasher movies, they used to bring in people that are like were once big name actors or now has-beens to be in the film, and that usually helped sell the film. So you see a lot of films with George Kennedy, or you would see films with Cameron Mitchell would be the stars of these films, so the draw to get the funding to get these films made. Now this film, like the first name makes sense. It's Bill Moseley is in this, but the other two names are a little more on the sketchy side. We have William Baldwin and Richard Grieco, and those two are the those are the three big names in this. Bill Moseley makes sense because he's been in so many horror movies that could be a draw for horror fans. But Richard Grieco and William Baldwin, not so much. Another thing too that bugged me about this film, especially upon rewatching it, is that initially when I watched this film, I thought that this film took place on the West Coast because it was supposed to be winter, but there wasn't any snow, and there's plenty of scenes of people walking around without coats and stuff on, but yet it's supposed to be a ski lodge. Now there is a sequence in here where the killers show up at another New Year's Eve party and they start slashing everybody up, which is actually the best sequence in the movie. But in the establishing shot, there's snow on the ground, and there's no other snow anywhere else in the film. Another big subplot about this movie too is there's supposed to be some kind of storm coming. Now, essentially, what I think happened is I think this was supposed to be a winter set slasher movie, but for whatever reason, wherever they decided to shoot, which was probably out on the west coast, they couldn't either they couldn't afford to make fake snow or they just whatever they worked with what they had. So it really doesn't make sense. So like the snow, the storm that's coming should be a winter storm, but it's not. It's actually just like a regular thunder rainstorm. So which doesn't really work as well. Like usually in these films, when you get people that are isolated, like like 6 or 5 feet of snow is enough to keep someone trapped somewhere, as opposed to it's raining outside or whatever, thundering and lightning. Um, on the plus side of this film is I do like the looks of the killers, the three siblings here. Um, on the downside, they don't really show them enough, especially the female killer, the sister. The one they show the most is the tallest one, and there's no chainsaws in this movie, so I don't know what that's all about on this cover here. The kill sequences aren't very good. This film also has a problem with its geography. Like sometimes a character will be at a spot, and then other characters will show up at the same location, and then the other that character that was already there is gone, and didn't run into the other characters. And it's really really frustrating, and it also plays into the climax of this one as well. And also with this film, the motivations of the killers really doesn't make any sense. Like apparently there was some kind of tragic event that happened in the past, but they just kind of talk about it towards the end of the movie, so it really doesn't make any sense. William Baldwin is in this. He's got the most scenes. It seems like most of these people they were just like they probably were only on the set for a couple days or something, shot all their scenes and then send them on their way. This is a very dull film for the most part. When the kids get to the ski lodge, they spent most of the time bickering and complaining and trying to party and stuff like that, and one guy's trying to get with this girl, and it goes on for way too long. Takes up at least a good hour of the film before anything happens. The kill sequences aren't as good. There's only like 2 decent kill scenes in this. There is nudity, so there's that. All in all, I can't really recommend this one. I think I spent too much time talking about it. Alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you all later.